What's going on, swim fans? We are down under in Australia. Well, not really. I just came back from the U.S. Olympic trials in Omaha, Nebraska, but today we are in Australia and we are covering the Australian Olympic swimming trials, arguably one of the best swimming countries in the world. In this video, we're going to go ahead and premiere some of the top races where we saw records go down, world records, and some of the fastest times in the world as we head into the Olympic Games in Tokyo in just over 1 month. The Olympic Games starts July 23rd. That's the opening ceremony. And then we have the Olympics day number 1 of swimming on July 24th. Now, let me know in the live chat and in the comments where you guys are streaming this from. We have a global community here at MySwimPro. Let me know. Would love to see where you guys are coming from. Let's go ahead and get right into it. The first event we're going to look at was a world record swim. We are going to go over it event by event. We're going to do real-time commentary and analysis and see how things shape up. It's the women's 100-meter backstroke.
Underway in the 100 backstroke for women. The underwater work now.
Here we have the women's 100-meter backstroke in the water. We are on world record watch. We have some incredible swimming lined up here. Now, at the U.S. Olympic trials, just a few days after this, I saw Regan Smith throw down a 57. She is the world record holder in this event. All eyes are on Kaylee McEwen in the middle of the pool. She's going to go out first, and she touches in a 28.10. She's over the world record split that's held by Regan Smith. Right there, though, she had an incredible underwater, and she is ahead of the world record line. That is the red line that you see. The white line is the Olympic qualifying time. That is set 8th place from the last World Championships. You don't actually have to go necessarily faster than that. As you can see, a number of swimmers are faster than that. But all eyes are on the middle of the pool. Are we going to see a world record? Yes, we are under the world record, 57.45, just breaking Regan Smith's world record of 57.57. C-Bomb is in second. She can't believe it. Look at that. And she really back half the split. Just as a quick recap, she split the race 28.1 on the first 50, 29.35 on the second 50. C-Bomb was a 28.38 on the way out. And on the way back, she was a 30.2. But how about that 29.3 on the way back? And look at her getting emotional. That's incredible. All of the swimmers, that's great. I love the sport of swimming. All of the swimmers congratulating her on breaking the world record. There's C-Bomb in the lane next to her. She's the veteran. But how about that? Kaylee McEwen dropping a 57.45. If you guys are interested in FINA PowerPoints, that's 1,006 PowerPoints. I'm looking at the live results. If you guys want to see what that looks like, it's linked down below in the description if you want to see live results event by event and see what all the splits look like. That was absolutely incredible. We're off to a blazing start here at the Australian Olympic trials. The world is on watch because that is an incredible time. Most likely that will be the fastest time going into the Olympic Games unless someone else breaks the world record, but probably not because fastest swimmers are in the United States and Australia, and both of those Olympic trial qualifying meets are now over. So most likely this will be the fastest time in the world going out, but we had plenty more swimming. Let's move to the men's 200-meter breaststroke. In this, we've got Wilson, Stubblety Cook in the lanes next to each other. These are the top two swimmers to keep an eye on. Men's 200 breaststroke, a lot of speed. Now, keep in mind, in this 200-meter breaststroke, the world record is a 2:06.19. Anton from Russia, he is blazing fast. That he was 2:06.1 in July at the World Championships. He's the guy to watch in terms of world record performance, but these guys in the 200 breaststroke want to stretch it out. That first 50, I always go back to my legend hero, Kosuke Kitajima from Japan. He was quadruple gold medalist in 2004 and 2008. He won the 100 and the 200-meter breaststroke, and he really established what this new generation of breaststroke looks like in terms of technicality. And the 200 breaststroke is all about distance per stroke. The best swimmers in the world hit that streamline and hold. It's pull, kick, glide. The breath happens with the pull. You can see that right there. Pull, kick, glide. What's it going to be at the 100? We're out in a 101.73 and 101.35. Wilson has got some early speed. Keep an eye on these guys as we head into the second 100. Normally, we'll see the top swimmers make their move on the third 50. That is where all the magic happens in the 200. He's starting to make his move right there. Look at him move. He's now taking over the lead. Let's see what this third 50 split is. I think it's going to be a good one because that's where the magic happens. Yes, he's taking over the lead. 32.51. If he can go another 32, that'd be a 207. Blazing fast. The qualifying time that these guys are trying to go under is a 208.28. Now, remember what I was saying about Kitajima. It's all about extension, max distance per stroke. If you can do that on the first 100, it allows you on the second 100, which you see here, to make your move. Boys, Double D Cook looks really good right now. Wilson's starting to fade. Can he hang on? Cook's going to run away with it. And yes, he touches in 206.28. Just off the world record. That's an incredible swim. His final 50 was a 32.04. Wow. Matthew Wilson's final 50, who led from the beginning, was a 34.0. He split 2 full seconds faster on the last 50. Wow, that is incredible. So he basically back halved it. Actually, he split it pretty well. So just as a recap, Double Cook was a 29.4, 32.3, 32.5, 32.0. And again, all that team camaraderie. Congratulations, gentlemen, going to represent Australia at the Tokyo Olympics. How cool is that? It's got a nice ring to it. Represent Australia at the Tokyo Olympics. You know, Australia is a swimming superpower. Absolute superpower, no question about it. Look at the pull out there. See that streamline? Look at that head position. Remember, it's pull, kick, glide. Pull, kick, glide. The pull and the breath happen together, and there you see the body moving forward, hitting the streamline. We talk about this here on the channel, how to improve your breaststroke technique, and I will tell you guys, no matter your level, whether you're a beginner or advanced swimmer, pull, kick, glide, you see that perfectly underwater. My breaststroke legend, Kitajima, really established that he had the lowest stroke rate, lowest number of strokes compared to any other swimmer, and he was shorter than every other swimmer. Pull, kick, glide. It doesn't matter how tall you are, how strong you are. Strength is important. You need to have strength in the water. Pull, kick, glide. Let's go ahead and get into the next race. We've got a few more for you. It is, what's the next race we got for you guys? The women's 50-meter freestyle. This is a good one. There's Kate Campbell. A lot of experience on the international stage in this women's 50-meter freestyle. World record 23.67, Sarah Sjöström of Sweden. Now, when I was at the U.S. trials, fastest was Simone Manuel at 24.2. I think the Australians here can do better than that. 24 low at the international level probably won't get you on the podium if you're going for a medal. And I don't know what this red world record line's all about. I don't think they're that far ahead of it. Maybe Sjöström had an insane final 10 meters. But wow, that was fast. And look how close they are. McKeown and Campbell, 23.93 and 23.94. Both of them will go in under the qualifying time. Those are some fast swims. These are the 2 fastest swims in the world. So congratulations to these ladies. Kate Campbell, big history in the 50 and 100 free. And really, they're going to be able to put together an incredible relay. So if you guys, you always evaluate the strength of a country's swimming based on their relay. So obviously here, when we're talking about the 50 and 100 free, we're talking about how good is the 4x100 meter freestyle relay. When we look at some of the strokes, we just saw a world record in the 100 back. So obviously, the medley relay is going to be really good, especially if you throw one of these ladies on the anchor. But how about that? 23.9 for 2 swimmers. If they were to compare their times to the U.S. trials, I mean, they would have blown everyone out of the water. So a lot of speed here and very close. I mean, 2 swimmers under 24. Sheesh! We're doing something. That is absolutely incredible. And like I said, that's going to set something up well for the relay, the 4x100 free relay, and also the 4x1 medley relay. So that's really good. Next event, there's the finish. Slow motion. Next event we're going to look at is the women's 400 meter freestyle. Keep an eye on Titmus. This is one of the most impressive swims, I think, of the entire championships. It is so unbelievably fast, and as we watch, we're going to analyze it and see why this is so fast. Let me tell you why this is so incredible. The world record in this event is held by the distance queen, none other than Katie Ledecky. Ledecky is the fastest distance swimmer in the world. At the U.S. trials, she won the 200, 400, 800, and 1,500 meter freestyle. Now, something that's interesting about the distance events is that for the first time ever, the women's 1,500 meter freestyle is being contested. Before it was just the 800, and now the 800 for men has been added. So Katie Ledecky is absolutely dominant, but here you see this swimmer is underneath the world record pace. And it's not just any world record. It's a world record by Katie Ledecky. She, for the last 8 to 10 years, Katie Ledecky has been untouchable. Like literally in this event, the 400 free, no one has come even close. Now at the U.S. trials, I was there. I watched it in real life. 4:01 by Katie Ledecky. Not that fast. She's been way faster, and obviously the U.S. trials, she just needs to get through it and qualify for the team. But here at the Australian trials, we have Titmus going underneath the world record pace by the greatest female swimmer in history. Okay, she's got more range. She's done from the 100 all the way to the 1,500, and she is seriously being threatened right now going into Tokyo. This is shaping up to be an incredible race right here in Australia, but also for the Olympic Games. And as a swim fan, as a swim nerd, if you're a swim nerd, you should love this because it's great to see someone completely dominate the pool like you see right now. It's great when we saw, Michael Phelps or Ian Thorpe or one of these other swimmers just absolutely kill everyone. That's cool. But you know what's cooler? A battle, a rivalry. Seeing two swimmers go head-to-head and have two swimmers destroy the rest of the field. That is what I want to see in Tokyo. I want to see a real battle. Sure, it's great when you see someone like Caleb Dressel just, smack everyone around in whenever they swim. But you know what? When you see two top elite swimmers win by body lengths and battle each other, it's just the two of them. It's a duel in the pool. And I think this is what we're shaping up to have between Titmus and Ledecky. Two distance queens face off, but you know what? There can only be one winner at the end of the race. And I truly believe this is going to be a race of epic proportions. I really hope that it does. I mean, as a swim fan, it would be sort of unfortunate to have, one of them, not perform, whether it's Ledecky or Titmus. It would be great if they can both be at their best at the moment when it counts, when it matters the most. That would be incredible. We are still under the world record line. Remember, this is a world record line of a swimmer, Katie Ledecky, that typically blows everyone out of the water. And this is what we are seeing right now at the Australian Olympic trials. Multiple body length lead. This is what I love to see as a swim fan. I love to see complete dominance, great race execution. She's got a full 6-speed kick behind her. Great distance per stroke. Ledecky has a higher tempo. She's coming in really strong right now. The world record is slipping away from her, but that doesn't matter because she swam a 3:56.90. That is absolutely astonishing. No other woman swimmer has ever come close to this time other than Katie Ledecky. Ledecky holds a number of the fastest times in history, and to see someone do it all alone in the same era as Katie Ledecky, this is shaping up to be one of the premier races at the Tokyo Olympic Games. They will both be swimming. If they're at their best, if they're both in their prime, they will both be racing head-to-head, a duel in the pool, and no one's even going to be close to them. I do hope they're both at their prime. We saw Ledecky not perform at her best at the trials, but again, she knows she can qualify in every single event she swims. She won every event she swam. Here, we see the up-and-comer, Titmus. Ledecky won the 800 free when she was 15, and here we have potentially a new star being born with this incredible, there you see the power underneath the water. I love this. I'm very excited about this swim and very excited to see what happens at the Tokyo Olympics, to see an epic battle shake out. Next up, we have to go to, speaking of world records, here we have the women's 200-meter backstroke. In this championship, we already saw a world record in the women's 100-meter backstroke. McKeown, and she was in the lane next to Seabaum as well. Women's 200-meter backstroke in the water. I think this is going to be a very special race. I talked about the rivalry between Ledecky and Titmus, but here's the thing. That was a 400, so they're going to win. They're going to go 1-2 at the Olympics by body lengths probably. But here in the shorter events, it's sort of anyone's game. I mean, yeah, we've seen Regan Smith at the United States. She, world record holder. She did not qualify in this event. So it sort of leaves this kind of wide open, in my opinion. And there she is, already with the opening speed here in the women's 200 backstroke. Now, if you guys want to see the race splits, if you guys were wondering what I'm looking at here on my iPad, I'm looking at real-time results. If you guys are interested in looking at that, make sure you click in the link down below in the description, and you can see real-time stats. I'll do my best to call them out for you guys so you guys can understand what's going on right here. But here we go into the 100. She's looking really good. Remember, she was 57 mid in the 100. So, going out in the low minutes or even under is possible. She's doing a little circle swimming, though. That means she's not swimming in the middle of the pool. What you want to be swimming in the middle of the pool, because the fastest way to get from one end to the other is in a straight line. If you're in the middle of the pool, remember, you start in the middle of the lane. It's really important that you stay in the middle. Backstrokers, often in an indoor pool, will use the ceiling as a reference point, not the lane markers. The lane markers are sort of a last resort. If you see the lane marker in the corner of your eye, that means you're probably too close to the lane line. And she's looking really good right now. Great head position, good tempo. She's ahead of that world record line. And the question becomes, can she maintain that speed? Regan Smith, again, has the world record, failed to qualify in this event at the U.S. trials. Here we go into the finish. World record line falling away from her. But it was pretty ironic at the U.S. trials. I was sitting there in the stands, and to see her the world record holder, not make the team is really ironic. Here we have McKeown and Seabaum go 1-2. So McKeown is the number one qualifier in both the 100 and the 200 at these Australian trials. She looked really good. This is going to be incredible at the Olympics. She looked really good right there. Less of an astonishment because she already performed so well in the 100. And that's amazing. I'm very excited for this race and all these races, but this race especially because she is the favorite right now, right? She put up the time. The world record holder is not going to be swimming in this event, and it's going to come down to, I think, the third and fourth 50, how well these ladies can hold it together leading into the final 50 and 100 meters. Let's go ahead and look at the next race, which is the women's 200-meter freestyle. We were just talking about these swimmers. We have McKeown. We have Titmus Wilson in the middle of the pool. The world record in this event is a 152.98 by Federica Pellegrini of Italy. That was set back in 2009. They are off. 2009 was 11 years ago. If you guys remember, that was the World Championships in Rome. That was the last year the full body polyurethane suits with a zipper and everything were allowed in competition. But here we are in the 200. Remember, the 200s, it always comes down to the third 50. You can be the fastest swimmer in the world, first 15 meters. Doesn't really mean anything if you can't hold it together all the way through. McKeown looks really good right now. She's out in a 26.22. Wow, that's fast. That is really, really fast, guys. If you know anything about the 200 freestyle, men or women, 26.2 is really good. Titmus was 26.81. She's right there with her. But they're both looking really good heading into the 100 mark. And McKeown is still holding the lead. She splits a 29.0, so she's out in a 55.2. But Titmus outsplits her 28.7. She's a 55.55. And she's starting to make her move on that third 50. Like I said, guys, third 50. If you guys want to learn how to split races, how to swim, how to drop time, you got to make sure you're subscribed. Hit the notification bell. We talk about how to execute races, workouts, technique, dry land out of the water, all that stuff here on the channel. So if you guys are new here, welcome to the MySwimPro family. Make sure you subscribe. But yeah, Titmus looking really good, 29.0. And it looked like she was pretty easy on that second 50. So I think she will be able to pick up the tempo, and she is. If you look at her tempo, she's moving her arms faster. Full 6-speed kick. Here she goes. And she is ahead of the world record line What? Here we go. Get into the wall, but it's all about, you notice that back half speed, and she's going to touch the wall first, touching in 1:53.09. Wow, just off the world record, less than 0.1, 0.09 separates her time and the world record. She's going to be dangerous in Tokyo. Oh, wow. I mean, we know what she can do in the longer races. If she has a little bit more rest and a little bit more speed, she is going to give Katie Ledecky a serious run for her money. Honestly, she's the favorite right now. I mean, there is no question about it. She is the favorite in this event. She is the fastest swimmer in the world right now, 1:53.0. I think there's going to be a battle in the 400, but at this point, she's the clear favorite in the Olympics in this event. And there you see the streamline entry in the water. Very smooth swim. Very smooth entry. She was very casual on the way out. Just to recap the split so you guys understand how important that back half is. Titmus split 26.8, 28.7, 29.0, 28.4. And to tell you that she had a 28.4 on that final 50, but it was only 29.09 on the third 50, she has more in the tank. This event is on world record watch. If she just conserves her energy a little bit differently and pushes the third 50 even harder than she pushed it and splits 28, 28, 28 on the final 350s, there is no question she goes 152 and destroys the world record. I would not be surprised if she goes 152 low, 152 mid. I mean, you heard it here on the channel, but call me crazy, but I realistically think she can go a full half second faster. Only if she manages her energy levels differently and pushes harder on the third 50. I mean, who knows what she's going to be able to do? We'll see it with her coach, but at the end of the day, she's got great potential. It was a great race. Let's move on to the next event. So that concludes the women's 200-meter freestyle. Next up, the 100 fly, where we see an incredible swim. McKeown, we literally just saw her in the 200 freestyle go a 154.74. She's off in the 100 fly. Great underwater streamline. Now, the world record in this event is held by the great Sarah Koistrom of Sweden, 55.48. Keep in mind, at the U.S. trials, we saw Tori Husk drop a 55, and she was under the world record pace. I think this is shaping up to be an epic battle in this event in the Olympics. Here we turn at the wall, 25.96. Holy speed. Wow. She's got over a body length lead. That is absolutely flying. She's ahead of the world record line. Hoistrom from Sweden was able to close incredibly well. Her final 25 meters was ridiculous. I don't know if she's going to hang on. She's right there with it. 55. Can she hang on? Go, go, go. And it looks like she's falling from the world record. That's an incredible swim. 55.93. Remember, Husk at the U.S. trials was also 55. So this is shaping up to be one heck of an event. And we know Hoistrom broke her elbow or broke her arm just a few months ago. She broke something. She was in a cast. So we're going to see how she stacks up with these ladies. We could have 3 people go under the world record at the Olympics. Can you imagine? If all of them are at their prime, Hoistrom, Husk, and McKeown, we will see 3 people under the world record. If she can go a little bit faster, less than half a second off the world record. In 100, with more taper, with more rest, more experience, younger, she's going to have to put it together and make it happen. A lot of power. I like the way her stroke sets up. Swims right down the middle. That is an incredible race. If you guys want to learn more about that butterfly technique, I know we talked about breaststroke technique, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you guys are completely new to MySwimPro and you don't know anything about this, welcome. My name is Faris Sabati. I'm the co-founder and CEO of MySwimPro. We are a global technology and media company, and we create the #1 fitness app for swimmers in the world. It's called MySwimPro. Make sure you download the application on iPhone or Android, sync to your Apple Watch or Garmin Watch. We have millions of community members in the app. We also have a VIP Facebook group, which is 100% free to join. So if you guys are on Facebook, go ahead and join the group. 100% free, linked down below in the description. And you can learn from the best swimmers in the world, and you can contribute to the swimming community and share your story. We'd love to see it. The MySwimPro community is growing very quickly. And if you guys want more race-by-race coverage, technical analysis, and race predictions and commentary, make sure you tune in, hit that notification bell, and be a part of this because it's really exciting what we've got going on. Here is the MySwimPro community. We have people from all over the world, 180 different countries. So if you're a swimmer and you're not a part of this, you are absolutely missing out on that. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and of course YouTube. We have a global community, like I mentioned, millions of swimmers. And if you guys want to take your swimming to the next level, if you want a personalized training program specific for your goals, if you want workouts specific for you, or you just want to use your phone as a training log and write your own workouts and log your own swims, and you can do that with or without a smartwatch, it's all good. You can also do open water swimming, and we also have dry land as well. So if you're looking for dry land workouts, nutrition, all of that provided for within the MySwimPro community. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I wish you the very best. Reminder, hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys at the next video, and happy swimming.